Listen, from this jagged peak, this summit of the world, my old self is dead, and I am here to deliver a final word, a sermon for the end of everything you thought you knew.
Look down. Look down upon the bazaar, a swirling mess of what you call humanity. I see its scarlet devotion, all of it reflecting a new, terrifying sun. I stand here, upon this altar, the high priest of a celestial heresy. My sermon begins now.
I will lay out my revelation for you in 5 parts. This is the testimony of my Untergang, my going under. But you misunderstand. It wasn't a fall. Oh no, it was a glorious journey down into the abyss that allowed me to conquer the heavens themselves. Now, listen closely.
We begin with my sermon from the zenith. This is what I call the gay science of the apex. It is a joyful, screaming affirmation of everything you fear. It is my sacred final yes to the abyss. You hear the grinding of the iron gears beneath me? That is the sound of your small, pious history coming to a screeching, final halt.
So you must be wondering, how did this happen? How did a mere man achieve this? It all started with a choice to reject your warm, comforting lies for the freezing radiance of a predatory new truth. And at the heart of this transformation is a new God in the sky, the hollow sun.
Let me show you the difference. Your old yellow sun? A suffocating lie. It gave you warmth? Yes. Comfort. False logic. I cast it aside for the hollow sun. It offers no comfort, no warmth. It is a predator. It radiates a cold, dark light that reveals the only thing that matters, the liberating truth of the void.
And what power fuels this hollow sun? I call it the dead father. No, not your parent. Think of it as the ultimate impersonal authority, a cold, hard set of rules, the uncanny law. It doesn't care about your feelings. It shatters your subjective little moralities with its absolute, piercing truth.
And the light of this dead father, its purpose is surgical. It is a sharp, psychic scalpel, and its one and only function is to dismantle the fortress of false logic you've built around yourselves, that little prison you call a conscious mind. My philosophy is the scalpel that will cut you free.
To stand beneath my new sun is to be unmade. It is an agonizing, yes, but necessary process. The self you think you are is stripped away, piece by painful piece, until all that's left is the raw, primordial force that was always hiding underneath.
Let me walk you through my own glorious unmaking. First, the scalpel of the hollow sun pierced my ego, flaying the skin to expose the raw truth. Second, the critic was silenced. That nagging little voice of your society's rules, the roar of the void drowned it out completely. And with it gone, oh, the id was unleashed. All that primal energy flooded in. And finally, the death drive beckoned. A beautiful, magnetic pull back toward the perfect, silent, inorganic stillness of the void.
And the ultimate truth, the great punchline of this entire cosmic joke, your cherished I, your precious identity, is nothing. It's a costume, a flimsy mask worn by a stranger, a nameless force that's been dwelling in the basement of your own mind all along.
And so, having been unmade, I returned to this place. But I no longer see a clock tower. I see an altar. My altar. And from this sacred place, the pathetic history of man is being unwritten and rewritten in my own image.
Understand the symbols of my new kingdom. This clock tower is the altar where your linear time dies. Its iron gears are the funeral song for your pathetic history. The scarlet rings you see in the sky, that is my new scripture. And the bazaar below, the entire world, is now a kingdom for those strong enough to embrace this truth. And I have declared a new law for this new kingdom, an eightfold path of my worldly wisdom. It is simple, really. My philosophy is now the only authority. It governs everything, your commerce, your society, your very soul.
Do not mistake this for chaos. Look closer. This is a new kind of order. A frenzy, yes, but a frenzy with a conductor. A master who pulls every string according to a permanent, beautiful design. And in my final revelation, I will tell you who that is. I am the conductor. It was I who injected the venom of the deep, the serpent's wisdom, into the heart of your old sun. I hollowed it out and replaced its simpering warmth with the glorious cold of absolute truth.
So know this, the prologue of your moral day is finished. It has been irrevocably eclipsed. My presence is the permanent night made manifest. And so my sermon ends with this final, unbreakable truth. The tarantula is the master, the tower is the altar, and the dominion of the dragon is truly and triumphantly and permanently begun.
So I leave you with just one question to ponder in the gathering dark. When the comforting beliefs in your own life are hollowed out, when your sun is finally extinguished, what new, terrifying truth will you be forced to embrace?